Michael Crees. Welcome to Croft 2019, and you're going to have a day in my life in the British Touring Car.
The weekend started for Team Hard on the Thursday as they head up north for the shakedown. The first track action at Croft took place on Saturday morning, with FP1 and FP2 closely following that. Times are not that important in these sessions, as it's about making sure the cars are ready for qualifying later. The team's speed improved throughout practice, and with the possibility of rain in qualifying, everything was to play for. The team head into qualifying, that the top 15 was a possibility. Let's ride on board with Crees on a lap of FP2. The car was looking good through the first sector, and hopefully it was going to continue in the next. You can see the conditions were very tricky, with Crees hanging the car right on the edge. Before Saturday closed, Michael had to complete a cockpit exit test. He also, in the evening, styled in ITV's Facebook Live with fellow BTCC stars.
This is the bit where we meet all the fans. They all come into the pit lane, see us, and experience getting up and close and personal with all the drivers. You know, this is where I used to come as a fan and get some signatures, and I feel so blessed that they're coming to actually see me, and we experience signing all the kids' memorabilia, and they take it all home, put it on their walls, and it's all good fun. So this is where it happens.
After meeting all of the BTCC fans, all the drivers head around the track on the parade lap to wave to all the fans who are braving the mixed conditions. But as is the way with the British Touring Car Championship, there was little time to the race, with race 1 just a few moments after. The The teams prepared the cars ready for the race, with all cars opting for the dry tyres. Even though the track was still damp from a late downpour on Saturday, the cars would head around for a formation lap and then head around to the grid ready for the race start. Crees started 22nd, but was unlucky in the mixed conditions. A small spin left Michael with time to make up, and when attempting to overtake Sam Tordoff, he hit a wet piece of the circuit, leaving him to go off track and to finish out of the race with just a few laps to go. There was some damage to the car, but nothing that the team could not fix before race 2.
Yeah, all good. Obviously, bad race 1 was doing really well. He's moved up a few positions and started going outside, toured off and accidentally underslid right and into the barrier. But the boys done a really good job. Car's back all in one piece, and we're looking forward to race 2. And this is where we go into the holding area, get ready before the race, have a bit of chill out time, and then race 2.
The damage from race 1 was fixed, and Michael had a task in his hand to make up positions from his grid slot after having a DNF in the previous race. Like always, Michael goes through data with the team after every session to understand the places where he can improve, and with an idea about how he could tackle the tricky conditions in race 2, Michael was ready to go. Crees had a solid second race, but didn't manage to make up any positions from his grid slot. With overtaking hard to come by around Croft, it was something to build on for the final race of the day. The reverse grid normally throws up a few surprises, and the chance of points for the team was very real. After the second race, Michael and the team spoke to VIP guests in the hospitality, who attend every round, giving back to the supporters who stick with the team through thick and thin. After a great time with guests, the team needed to get ready for the final race of the day, and as the heavens opened, drivers up and down the grid were attempting to go the right way on tyres, wet or dry.
Yeah, so race 2 didn't go quite as planned. Come together with Blundell, broke the front of the car, struggled all race, but the heavens are just open, it's now wet, so we're looking for an optimistic race 3. I'd like to thank all the team hard for hospitality and all the sponsors that come down and well on pieces, Chiprin, Merlin, here today supporting us. Thanks guys, I appreciate that. Let's go see what happens for race 3.
Michael was pumped for the final race of the day. He chose slick tyres as it was very 50-50 about the choice that needed to be made. The team went half and half with tyres. Goff and Creasy went with the dries, whilst Thompson and Boardley went with the wets. The dry shod runners started the race slower, but as the race progressed, it was clear the dry tyres were the better choice. However, with little of the race remaining, it was not possible for the dry tyre runners to catch back up. It was a gamble worth taking for Creasy after the issues before, and if the race was just 15 minutes later, who knows what could have happened. I'll give back to Michael so he can sum up the day from his perspective.
Yeah, so summing up the weekend at Croft, not the best weekend I've had, to be honest with you. First race, we were doing really well. Started off really well and got up the order, passed Boardley, heading for row bottom, had a bit of a half spin at the chicane, got back and started catching the field and ended up taking Tordoff around the outside and put it in the wall just in the complex, which was bad. The team done a great job to get the car out for race 2. Started race 2 really well, made a few places off the start, come together with Blundell. Again, damaged the car for the rest of the race. Race 3, heavens opened. So we gambled on the slick tyre. 5 more laps in the safety car, we would have been in the top 10, but unfortunately didn't pan out like that, so we got a long 7-hour journey home now, back to Kent. I just want to thank Team Hard and everybody for the support. The crowd was amazing, even on the slow down laps they were brilliant, and everyone up cheering and stuff. So cheers, appreciate that, thanks very much, and we'll see you at Alta Park.